up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, the best place for new coaches, content creators, and entrepreneurs. Already in this video, we are starting things off differently, and that's because I am using my new vlogging camera, which is the DJI Osmo Pocket. Now you might be wondering, why is Vanessa using her vlogging camera today for this type of video? Well, that's because I actually tried to film this video using my usual equipment, but my equipment is like busted. It's not working, and I asked myself, well, I don't want to not give you guys value, and so let me just take this new camera out for a spin. So let me know how you guys think. Hello everyone, this is future Vanessa speaking. I am reviewing this video footage right now and realizing that the excitement that I have for my camera is going to make you nauseous in the next few frames. So I just want to apologize in advance for that. Do you like this camera? Do you like it not? There's face tracking, which is amazing with it. But anyways, you didn't click on this video to learn more about my new camera. You clicked on this video to learn more about my strategies. So specifically, in today's video, I really want to talk about how I am able to grow my Instagram account to 3,000 to 4,000 plus followers a month. If you don't believe me, you can check out my social blade without me necessarily posting new content every single day or being a slave to Instagram. So if you're interested in learning how I'm able to leverage the strategies and the tools within Instagram to do that, and also how I'm able to create an ecosystem of social media platforms that basically feed themselves outside of Instagram, then this video is going to be perfect for you. Now, something that you have to know about this channel is we love to show appreciation and shout out those of you who are in my community. So we do have some important shout outs that are in order first. So let's dive right into that first. Before we dive into this week's awesome video, we want to shout out the comment and YouTube channel of the week. Thank you so much for leaving these kind messages onto last week's video. Not only this, we also want to shout out the Instagram story and profile of the week as well. Thank you again for shouting out our videos. Now, if you're watching this and you're wondering, how can I get featured in the next video? It's very simple. Number one, you could either leave a comment below on this video, or you can take a picture of this video and share it with your audience on Instagram. Just don't forget to tag me. Now, with that out of the way, let's just dive right into this week's video. All right, guys, so here is the very first tip that my cat and I have for you, and that is if you want to really explode the growth on your Instagram account, you really want to consider pairing your Instagram account with another platform on social media that is a lot more SEO friendly. And what I mean by SEO friendly is you really want to pair it with a platform that dominates in search and acts like a search engine. Why do I recommend this? Well, the reality is that even though I love Instagram to death, it's not necessarily the best platform in order to get found. Now, on the contrary, Instagram is amazing when it comes to nurturing your relationships with your followers and therefore turning your followers into clients, which is what I'm all about. Why? Because a lot of the tools on Instagram are amazing. Name another platform that allows you to do video messages, video calls, voice notes, text message, live stream, stories, captions, all these different things. These are amazing tools that you can leverage in order to get closer to your prospects and therefore get clients for your business. However, it's not the best search-friendly platform. Now, the reason why I say this is because let's say you're looking for a solution to your problem and you're searching up how to grow followers on Instagram. Well, guess what? There's not going to be any relevant captions, IGTVs, posts that show up. And you'll be lucky if you actually find any profiles that show up, but you're not looking for profiles. You're looking for content. And so that's why Instagram is not the best when it comes to search. And how I've been really able to explode my following on Instagram is because I use platforms that are a lot more search friendly, just like YouTube. A lot of my clients, my students, my followers, my audience members have first found me using YouTube. And then what happens is they end up following me on Instagram, really enjoying the content that I give there, really enjoying the service that I give there, and therefore most of them will convert to becoming students or clients for my business. However, I would not be able to do that if I didn't have a search-friendly platform attached. Now you might be wondering, What are some examples of search-friendly platforms? What if I don't want to be a YouTuber? Well, hey, you don't have to be a YouTuber. You could have a podcast, which, by the way, we just recently launched a podcast called Turn Your Followers into Clients. So if you're interested, check it out. But you could do a podcast. So if someone is searching for a specific topic, or maybe you collaborated with someone else on a podcast, you will inherently show up when they're looking for that problem. Because again, remember, people aren't searching for you. They're searching for the solutions to their problems. And if you put the solutions up on a platform that is really search friendly, then eventually they're going to find you. So if you don't want to do YouTube, you could do podcast. Another idea is that you can also leverage LinkedIn, especially if your niche is really catered to those who are more career oriented. You could put articles up on LinkedIn. You could put videos up on LinkedIn. And if someone is searching for that particular subject, your article on LinkedIn will show up and that person will eventually find you. Another thing that you can do to take it a step further is you can take that same blog post or article that you posted on LinkedIn, tweak it a little bit, put it in your actual blog on your website, add a Pinterest pin on it, and boom, now you can be found not only on Google, but also on Pinterest. These are amazing little hacks and little ways that you can optimize your social media platforms so that you can feed in to your Instagram. So the first tip that I have for you is, hey, if you haven't already, make sure that you pair your Instagram platform, which is a very good relationship building platform, with a more search-friendly platform so that you can really explode the amount of traffic that is coming through your profile. Now, before you give me a really common objection, which is, oh my goodness, Vanessa, I'm already going crazy on Instagram. I'm so overwhelmed. Instagram already alone is enough for me. Then hey, guess what? What you can do is you can learn to repurpose your content. So that's a bonus tip that I have for you. Imagine if you took your IGTVs that you did on Instagram, or maybe you saved some of your stories, or you take some of your captions, you can transcribe your stories or transcribe your IGTVs or the videos that you post on Instagram and turn it into a blog post for your blog, add a Pinterest pin on it, and explode your traffic that way. Or if you want to be like one of my students, my Ty, what she does is she turns a lot of her story content on Instagram and she converts them into YouTube videos. And hey, if people end up finding her on YouTube, great. That's extra search juice. But it doesn't take a lot of time for her to do that. So any way possible that you can repurpose a lot of your Instagram content and put it on either YouTube, LinkedIn, podcast, blog posts, Pinterest, and all these other platforms, you're able to maximize your visibility a lot more. Another pro tip that I have for you is even something as simple as starting a Facebook group for your community. So for me, I have my Facebook group, which is Turn Your Followers into Clients. If people are on Facebook and looking for solutions on how to get more followers and turn them into clients, my Facebook group will show up. So these are different ways that you can really leverage all these other social media platforms and have it work for you so that you can get more followers onto your Instagram page. Now, that is the first tip. The second tip that I have for you when it comes to getting more followers on your Instagram page is to make sure that you are creating shareable content. Now, I have been harping on this all year since 2020 started. I talked about it in this video right here, and I also talked about it in this video right here. But the idea is that when you are creating content, you want to make sure that you're stretching the lifespan of that content as well. So you don't want to just have your piece of content living there for only 30 minutes, let's say, or only an hour, or only a day. You want to stretch it out as far as possible. And when you create shareable content like this, you're able to do that. Why? Because other people might share that content. That content now is a lot more digestible. It's a lot more easier to share on other people's stories. And when other people share that content, their community members are going to be able to see your stuff and therefore increase the profile visits that come through on your page. So when you're creating content, really think about how you can make it digestible, how you can make it shareable, and how you can make it engaging enough that people want to share on their profiles. These are things that you really want to consider in order to really extend the shelf life of your content. And here is a bonus tip, because I'm so big on repurposing, is again, vice versa, like what I said in the first tip, is, hey, what if you took some of your YouTube transcriptions and turned them into Instagram captions? What if you turned a portion of your blog post and turned it into an Instagram caption and turned it into a carousel and do all these different things? That's exactly like what I do in my Instagram strategy. I turn a lot of my posts that I do in my Facebook group, and then months later, I end up repurposing that and turning it into carousel posts, single posts, all these different things, IGTVs, so that people are more willing to share, and I'm not doubling my work when it comes to content creation. So that is my second tip, is to make sure you are creating shareable moments and shareable content with your audience. Now let's switch locations, since I'm maximizing my time with this camera. The third tip that I have for you is to collaborate. That is another way that you can explode your traffic on Instagram. So let me give you an example. Let's say you collaborate with someone in a podcast episode. Well, even if you don't have a podcast episode, if someone is searching for a solution to their problem, that episode that you've collaborated on is now going to show up in search, and that's going to increase the chances of someone finding you. For example, for me, I recently collaborated with Mike Stelzner over on the Social Media Marketing Podcast, and I ended up getting followers because of it. I don't necessarily have to have a podcast, but the fact that I'm collaborating with other people who have podcasts now allows me to show up in search. And the same thing goes for YouTube. You could collaborate with YouTubers even if you don't have a YouTube channel and increase the chances of someone finding you. Another example within Instagram that you can do is, what I love a lot is, I really love the Instagram live feature. I feel like Instagram has done a really good job with adding more features and elements to make live streaming more engaging. So something you can consider doing is you can collaborate with someone on the live stream within Instagram, which will then allow notifications to be sent to their followers and your followers, which will then increase your reach. But to take it a step further, you can make your Instagram lives way more engaging by using the new feature where you can actually share photos and share your screen while going live. This way you can make it a lot more entertaining, really use PowerPoint presentations, images to really zhuzh up your live stream. And to take it a step further, what you can also do is you can save that live stream and then convert it into a podcast episode. Then you're not only creating moments that allow people to be engaged on Instagram, you're also able to repurpose that content and put it onto other shareable platforms. Not only podcasts, you could even take that piece of content and put it on YouTube. You could put it in your Facebook group. You could transcribe it using Rev, and you can check out the link below to sign up for Rev, which is what I use to transcribe everything in my business. And then you can use that transcription and turn it into a blog post. Then you can turn that blog post and turn it into a carousel on Instagram. There are so many different ways that you can maximize that piece of content so that you can explode your following. And these tips are exactly how I personally have been able to really explode my Instagram account, get thousands and thousands of followers every single day, because I'm using other platforms, repurposing my content, not trading time for money, and it's effortlessly for me to grow on Instagram. And it can be for you too. You just need to be really smart with the platforms that you're choosing and be really smart with how you are stretching your content. All right, guys, so those are the 3 tips that I have for you today in this video when it comes to growing your followers without necessarily posting content on Instagram every single day. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I post way more videos on a weekly basis, so check out these 2 videos that I have right here, and comment below if you enjoyed this format of video as well. Not only this, before you go, I also want to let you guys know that we have now launched a podcast. Our podcast, Turn Your Followers into Clients, is longer form content that's very similar to this. And it's really going to help you grow your social media following, help you grow your coaching business, and all these entrepreneurial lessons that I've learned along the way. So if you want to check out the podcast, you are more than free to check it out on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever podcasts are played. Anyways, guys, as always, I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, and a great life, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.